Welcome to Enter the Vault.
These are the chronicles of two fat nerds on a quest to do as little as possible with their lives.
I'm Connor Christian.
I'm Dean Case.
And this is House Phone by Fresh.
Call me on the house phone. We'll talk till hearts to think. Things have been stilted since I got home. They really thought the time away would do me good. But the tests went out and the results are in. Calculate the results in hemorrhaging. I bled for you when I was 14, and you're still in every damn record I spin. So call me on the house phone. Please just don't leave me alone. Your bed's disheveled from the mess of sleep. Just remember you report you so you can't hide in the night's dark deep anymore. We're both only going to be 18 for so long, despite the misleading information of that pop-punk song. Old age, growing up, growing old, it's coming for us, whether we like it or not, whether we like it or not. So call me on the house phone.
So that was pretty fresh, right?
Oh, lame.
You made that.
Yeah, I made that up.
joke.
I didn't want to make it public. Fresh like Sif. Fresh like, I don't know. What else is fresh? Daisies. Fuck it. I don't know.
Yeah, fresh as a daisy, mate.
How are you doing today anyway?
All right.
Yeah, we had a good day today. Just been chilling out in the shop together.
Just been hanging.
Yeah, just been hanging loose, man.
All day. So we've basically exhausted all conversation.
We've exhausted everything. Like literally.
On no one as well. It's just been us.
We've just been convo sponging each other. Just throwing words into each other's faces and hoping something sticks.
We did some exercise, I guess.
When did we do exercise?
Well, I did like 5 push-ups.
Oh, yeah. We did do a couple of push-ups. We just decided that we needed to get our glutes pumping and our blood flowing, and we got this new fold-out table for the for events that we're holding in the shop, and we decided, we just wanted to check because it says heavy duty on the box. We wanted to make sure it was heavy duty.
It's industrial, basically. It's like a white plastic table that it just feels like
that hard plastic that'll never biodegrade.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind. Once we're dead and gone, this is the kind of shit that you're gonna find in the nuclear wastelands of the Commonwealth or something like that, just hanging about in some rubble. It just still hasn't broken. So we're just doing some push-ups against it. Not real push-ups, the kind that old people do to make sure their elbows don't give way.
Yeah, exactly. I needed that though. I need
that because I'm pretty sure I can hear my bones creaking against each other already. And
I should just say that this was in the very front of the shop,
where the big open window is.
With the big window and a busted pull up basically and stop in traffic as we were doing this, which must have looked fucking weird.
Why not? I saw a couple of giggly faces as we were doing it. So I'm sure
laughing at us.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're bringing joy in some factor.
That's good. I'm happy with that.
I can, as long as someone's laughing, either with me or at me, as long as someone's like, well, at least I had a giggle today, then I'm all good.
Nothing but a clown.
I'm a fucking court jester. I'm the court jester of life. I was just bred to be laughed at. I am, just a joke.
Nice. This is meant to be a happy episode.
Oh, jokes are happy, aren't they? Look, dude, I prepared for a happy episode. I've got my flowery hat on today.
Yeah,
so,
he's got a new hat.
I mean, it doesn't help me because I can't see it, but hopefully...
No, neither can the viewer.
Yeah, but I mean, to keep us buzzed, we're keeping happy.
Right, okay, so the hat that you haven't stopped going on about for the last 2 days...
I've mentioned it like 5 times.
5 times is...
Yeah, but it's always been with different people, hasn't it?
Yeah,
because someone's been like, that's a nice hat, where'd you get it? I was like, I bought it yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's all the joy's gone.
All right, well, I like the hat. It's still making me happy.
It's a nice hat. I'm just saying, it's not like fresh. If you'd have just pulled it out, whipped it out, and been like, "Got a new hat just for the podcast," I'd have been so happy.
Oh my god, you're preparing for once, but no. You show me what you prepared to. It's like Smart all over again. It's like, here's some happiness I prepared before and just plopped it on my head.
Yeah, exactly. So let's describe it. It's black with pink and green flower print on it.
I don't know what it's those Hawaiian flowers. It's got Hawaiian flowers all over it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty much what it is.
So it's pretty volcanic.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, volcanoes melt, dude. And we've been dealing
No,
with
they're
some.
not.
Yeah,
They're
are.
like igneous rock.
Yeah, there's some metals knocking about in there. I'm sure there's some melted metals knocking about. We've been dealing with some pretty gnarly weather over the past week as well. Though we've been dealing with some storms. We had 2 storms in the past week, dude.
Yeah, and they all had names, right? Because
Yeah.
apparently, after naming the first one, like that was our first named storm,
Ever.
the fucking weather committee just decided that any storm should deserve a name.
Oh
now.
yeah, we get like a couple because every year we get these 80-mile-an-hour winds, but this is the first year. It was like, fuck it, let's call it Barney. Let's give this villainous weather a name, so we have a fucking thing, a name to point at and be like, you're the bad thing this
Oi,
week.
Barney, you're too windy, mate. Fuck off back
Stop.
to Atlantic or
Stop
something.
eating that Vindaloo, Barney. Jesus, you're fucking blowing us all over.
So it's been pretty windy.
Yeah, it's been pretty windy.
Is this what this conversation has come to?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, we've got topics written down that we could
I
have
was
just
trying
dived into.
I was gonna try and like really carefully craft a segue.
Well, yeah, you
into-
did, but then you kind of carried on talking.
Yeah.
and I didn't have time to get back to it. I
Shit.
tried. I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, you mentioned the Commonwealth. I need to go back to that.
We need to keep, and then we just tried to swim against the rapids of this conversation, the shit that's flowing out of my mouth, and just didn't happen, did it?
So Fallout 4.
There
It's
you
a
go.
game.
Maybe we should just be blunt about things in the future.
Yeah. Fallout 4 is a game. We talked about it a little bit at the end of last week's podcast, and apparently we inspired someone to go pick it up, which is good. So if you're listening, I hope you're enjoying the game and you haven't just gotten extremely angry at us for basically wasting
You've not
your
just
money.
fucking thrown £50 basically down the drain and been like, fuck you, Volt.
Well, that's anyone that buys anything from us, I guess.
Oh, don't say that.
Anyone who
we
buys
do-
Marvel comics anyway. I'm joking.
Controversial.
Just as a note, my views do not represent those
of Vault Comics,
Vault
even though
Comics.
you run Vault Comics. Yeah. No, doesn't affect it at all, man.
Yeah, it's all good though. Enjoy what you enjoy, man. We don't give a fuck.
No, we don't give a fuck, man. Everyone just be happy, man.
Yeah, righteous. Anyway, Fallout 4 is a game that I've been playing. I've done 15 hours on it now.
21. Oh, did you leave it running for a bit? Because it said on Steam you'd done 21.
I've done 21 hours on it now, and it's still fun, which is good. But I've got some feelings about it, some strong feelings.
Oh, this is where the real passion comes
So
from.
you've been playing Fallout 3, right?
I have been playing
recently.
Fallout 3, yeah.
What do you think of that? We'll go from that, and then we'll do a little comparison type dealio.
Well, seeing as this is the first Fallout game that I've ever I mean, I dabbled a little bit in New Vegas. I dabbled a bit in Fallout 3 for a bit, and then I fucked up the game, obviously, as you saw. Just like, you've just trapped yourself in this. Like, there was a point where I was stuck in the metro. I had like 1 HP left, and I was just getting just annihilated by ghouls. And I kept trying to reload the same, being like, oh, if I just get crafty enough, I can weasel my way out of here and find some stim packs and get myself back up to full health and keep going. And it just wasn't turning out that way. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, just start anew. It was pretty much at the beginning of the game anyway, so I started again. And I've been really enjoying it, actually. Like, steep learning curve. Like, it does take a while to realise that you can't just be fucking blasting away all your ammo and eating all your fucking food and your stim packs, because you're going to get hurt again, like 5 seconds later, and you're going to be wanting them things back.
Yeah,
And
you have
you've
to
just-
really ration things.
Yeah, and me being the kind of man that I am, i.e. fat, I'm not very good at rationing. Everything's more like an all or nothing kind of thing
like,
for me.
It's kind of like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but with very limited amounts of food.
It's all you can eat radiation. Oh man, that's fucking everywhere apparently.
Yeah, even in just bodies of water, which they
Yeah.
actually fixed in New Vegas. They was like,
Not all the waters are radiated.
yeah, and then in Fallout 4, they've just gone back to, yeah, fuck it, everything's irradiated.
like, if you think about it, if like the water is like that irradiated that you can't go, like, you can't drink it without getting radiation poisoning, then how are people just knocking about and not getting radiation poisoning? You know what I mean?
There's Radaway everywhere, I guess, but probably not enough to, sustain an entire fucking...
There's just like
nation.
fucking weird packets knocking about on shelves. It's not like a stockpile that people can go back to. There's no NHS for Radaway. You know what I mean?
That would be a good business idea to set up in Fallout.
What, just start like stealing people's rad away and then
And reselling it, yeah.
reselling it. Yeah, that'd be a fucking fantastic. I'm pretty sure that's just what the scavengers are, right?
Yeah, but they don't specialize in one thing. They all have like random junk.
They'll have like, I have 3 5.56 rounds. It's like, oh, fantastic, dude.
Great, that's going to last me half a second.
That'll last me one shit shot that I just miss completely. Awesome, dude. Nice one. Great business model. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it. Like, I'm trying to stay away from the main quest as much as possible because, as you've said, and other people have told me, the main quest is quite short, and if I just blast through it, then I'm just going to be like, oh. So I'm trying to look for side quests as much as possible, and I'm doing that thing now where I'm just like looking literally at every single shelf, like there's got to be something here, man. They've probably hidden something really cool here. Like I found a couple of like skill books just knocking about.
Yeah,
they're always fun to find. I found like a Chinese military one. Made me a little bit sneakier. I was like, nice one.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, as you said, the main quest. Fallout 4, despite the fact that I am 15 or 21 hours in, I have really not touched the main quest at all, to be honest. I've done like, how much can I say? Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say a lot. I've probably done about 3 of the big main quest missions.
Yeah.
So I've found the guy that you're looking for. Not the son.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that there's a son that gets disappeared.
I found the dude, and that's all done now. So there's some more dudes that have turned up. This is really vague. It's almost pointless.
Yeah, it's almost pointless even bringing it up. You might as well just be like, and then you press some buttons.
So yeah, whatever. I just literally, I've been walking about and just kind of, if I see somewhere on the map, like a marker comes up on the little navigation HUD thing, I'll just go check it out. And I got a marker from somewhere. I don't know where. I just randomly ended up with an extra map marker on there for the fucking Witchcraft Museum.
What?
Salem.
Oh, right.
Dude. And there's a whole section that's just Salem in this game, and I'm super excited to actually delve into that because it's going to be scary as fuck.
Yeah, do you think they're going to do some like jump spooky scares around there, or?
Well, they did play on it a bit in Fallout 3 with the Dunwich building. It's just fucking creepy, and it kind of links into Point Lookout, which was a DLC. But even before they created that, it was knocking about in the original Fallout 3 game, and you could go around it. There was some kind of weird shit in there which played with the engine a little bit. There's like a weird flashback sequence thing that you don't really see in Fallout. So it'd be interesting to see if they do anything like that with the new engine. Well, I say new engine, it's still out of date by like fucking 10 years or some shit, but whatever. I'll get onto that in a bit. With the new graphics and capabilities, it'll be interesting to see what they actually do with Salem itself, and I've heard that it's actually a pretty decent quest. So, yeah.
Sweet, man. So we're expanding. We're getting into witchcraft now. Fallout's getting all spooky on us.
Yeah, I mean, it's always had the themes of like just weird shit, and I just always like.
What I really like actually is the fact that they basically treat our past, like the recent past, like the 60s and the 50s. It's really in the future for them. Like, obviously, it's so far in the future that it can be kind of spooky for them. Like they're a bit like. We don't quite understand what was going on back then. They have these like weird tales of things that were going on, like when the people, like everyone was still knocking about. And I mean, like, you know, to the player, you're like, it's not that weird. I mean, like, that's just normal shit that happens. But to these future people, it's like, whoa, mad. And I like those kind of touches. I like the goofy humor.
Yeah, it's definitely got a sense of humor still in Fallout 4. I mean, there's a mod that I downloaded and installed today, which is literally, I mentioned the dialogue wheel last week. Mm-hmm. Now I've actually had a chance to sit with it. I still don't like it. So there's a mod that basically, instead of having just like yes, no, sarcastic, whatever. Yeah, it replaces that with literally what you're going to say.
Yeah, so like the old system, basically.
Yeah, exactly, but voice acted, so you still get that element of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually doing more conversations with that, because I have found personally that while playing, I try and get into character, and it's really hard to tell what your character's going to come out with the sarcastic option. Because that's neither
sarcastic is super vague,
Yeah.
dude. And because sarcastic can be from like a very jovial sarcastic where you're like, you know, you're obviously being very sarcastic, like, oh no way, dude. Or it can be extremely dry and just like you're basically doing the no thing but with a bit more of an edge to it. And that can be very, very disconcerting to an NPC that you're talking to, and it might not get you what you want. You know what I mean?
You might get shot, actually. It's entirely possible to just get shot in the face by fucking up dialogue.
I've done that. The character that I'm playing at the moment in Fallout 3, I've boosted the charisma quite a lot, so it's giving me speech options now, a little bit catty,
nice.
And a little bit like meow. And I do that sometimes. I'm just like, oh, fuck you, old man, give me what I want. And he's just like, no, like fucking in the gut. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, maybe I should respect my elders more in the future. Just because there's no more civilization doesn't mean we can't be nice to our elders.
Yeah, nice one. Nice moral there.
Yeah,
this
thanks,
is
man.
The morals of the Vault Comics podcast.
Just because everything goes to shit, don't lose your manners, all right? Because I ain't old enough. I ain't too old to give you the back of my hand.
Dude, you're like 22, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be old one day if I keep it up.
Keep what living?
Like just life up. Yeah, if I just keep it trucking for a while, I'll be old.
Yeah, please do, because you know it's gonna be a lot of work for me on my own if you just decide to fuck off.
Okay, so when the 10 years roll by, am I allowed to die then?
Depends. I might like you by then.
Well, then I'll just work on continuing being a dick then.
Sweet, man. Sounds good.
Yeah,
it means
cool.
we get the back and forths better if you keep working on it.
If I keep working, so at the moment,
they're still good, but they can only get better
if we keep hating each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like your yellow hoodie.
It's got to get real bitter by the end.
just so that, you know, like an old married couple thing where everything annoys us, but we're just in too deep now where we can't find another person.
It's going to be like if we're still doing this podcast in 5 years, which hopefully we will be, we'll just be like, oh, fucking this is cool like a haircut by...
She's like, oh, there you go again, talking about my hair. Like, oh, like there's something wrong with it. Well, what's wrong with it this time? What's wrong with it this time?
It looks like it's been cut by a sunshine Frisbee Laserbeam.
Killer.
So that was Cool Like a Haircut by Sunshine Frisbee Laserbeam, and as we were saying, if we carry on like this, we're going to be like an old couple. So Fallout. We're already like an old couple in the sense that we keep forgetting what the fuck we're talking about, and it just kind of trails off
we
into
just
nonsense.
keep telling the same story over and over again. I honestly hate that about myself. That's one of the like my main things I hate. I just hate that feeling when you tell someone a story and you think like, oh man, I love this story, it's the best, and they're like, yeah, you've told that to me like 15 times now. I know what you're gonna say, and you're like, oh man.
So what's your favourite story? What's happened this week to you?
What's happened this week to me?
We'll get back to Fallout because we need a break between Fallout segments because it's going to be quite a long discussion. So,
well, I mean, like, I don't think anything like super interesting has happened to me this week. I jokingly got fired by my manager this week, but basically, I was talking to you about it before, but I was just talking about how I'd like to work in a different. I wouldn't mind working in a different department. She was like, "Oh, just go away." Then I was like, "Fine, fuck it, Sam, a P45. I don't give a shit." Basically, straight to her face, and she backed down a little bit. This is a manager that is notoriously quite bitchy to people and is quite like a big mouth to people. So I like to think that I like Braveheart, or like a Rosa Parks, that shit, and just like, I ain't moving down to the back of the bus, you can fuck off. Don't try and bully me around. Maybe not.
This really happened, Connor, didn't it?
What?
What you just said.
What, moving down to the back of the bus?
No, the actual...
Yeah, no, that actually happened. And also in that, like, normally, you know when people tell a story...
You're so brave.
I am so brave.
You're so brave.
Everyone applauded me after. Everyone just stood up and slow clapped.
You should post it on Tumblr, dude.
I should post it on Tumblr, but make sure that like whenever the do it all in caps.
Yeah,
right?
And make sure there was some oppression there.
No, and then also there has to be an old lady that says something that's really left leaning.
Yeah. And profound.
Because obviously, like, old people can't think differently, right?
Yeah.
No, it's always really surprising when a woman's like, I had a lesbian thing once. What? I thought lesbianism was a 21st century thing.
In case you don't get what we're talking about here.
Oh yeah, in case this sounds like super
weird.
Just like, what? But we're just talking about people who post stories, mostly on Tumblr, but pretty much everywhere, where they do some like epic slam or something like that, or someone's oppressing them in like public, and then someone joins in. It's like this huge slam poetry thing, and then everyone starts applauding. Just one of those stories that just seems over the top, and it just seems the internet is a breeding ground for those kind of stories, and they fuel my day.
There's a whole Reddit like sub forum just dedicated to this really happened.
Yeah, it's called r/that happened.
Right, sweet. And it's basically just entirely filled with bullshit stories that people have just found and stumbled across on Tumblr, Facebook, all of that crap,
yeah.
And then posted them up on there, and there's some hilarious reads on there, so I can't recommend it enough.
I can't recommend it enough either. It definitely it makes me feel better. It's like, at least I've not stooped to that point where I have to, because I barely post on Facebook anyway. I think the last time I posted a status was probably like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
Or something like that. I just really don't just post that often, so it's all good. But anyway, back to favourite stories from this week. That was one of them. It doesn't really have much, but I think like the best that I felt all week is when we did the Friday Night Magic thing at the shop. So do you want to explain Friday Night Magic for the people?
Yeah, so we didn't know this.
We didn't know this
prior to opening the shop, but we mentioned it before that a couple of guys came in on our first day who were basically sitting, chilling out, playing some Magic, trading some cards and stuff. Basically, they mentioned that there's a thing called Friday Night Magic, which is basically what it says on the tin. It's an official Wizards of the Coast event thing that is every Friday. Certain places basically open up their doors for people to come in, play Magic and trade cards and stuff.
Yeah.
And we decided that basically we might as well do it.
We might as well do it.
Space and stuff. So,
well, especially seeing as the dudes told us that the place that they were at wasn't available anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's the nice way
Pretty
to put
much.
it. Yeah. So we just thought, hey, maybe we should let them all in. We're going to be the we're basically going to be like Germany, letting in all the refugees. Like, come on, magic
nice,
refugees.
Topical, man. Topical. It's like mock the week now.
Now we need to do some Frankie Boyle. Ooh, risque bits. He's like, he talked about fucking disabled children again. Oh, mental. I don't like Frankie Boyle that much. I used to like him, and I've kind of gone off him now.
Yeah, he's just he's offensive for the sake of being offensive now. And you know, like, we make stupid jokes,
offensive
all
jokes
the time, but I don't know, I'd never feel like we ever sound like we actually mean it, whereas when he talks about stuff,
sometimes it's a bit like, dude, do you need to talk to someone? I mean, as long as you have the strength to admit it, I am more than willing to help.
Yeah,
because some of the things that he says is
it's pretty near
gnarly.
the mark.
It's pretty gnarly, dude. Like,
so yeah, Friday Night Magic. Let's try and stay on topic.
Sorry,
because
keep it on the tracks.
This is why it's right. Okay, basically, someone asked us for a happy episode, and when we do a happy episode, it's all over the fucking place. So
this is why we need the sadness. It keeps us in our place.
Yeah, pretty much. So Friday Night Magic is a thing that happens on Friday nights where you play Magic, and if you're into Magic, you can come down, and we've got like basically 3 tables now because we got a new one that was doing press ups on, and like basically there's room for about, I'm gonna say 3, 6, 8 games currently, and that might expand. That
might expand definitely in the near future.
So yeah, I can't promise that if you do come down we're going to have space for you to play a game, but if you just want to come hang out, chat, and I'm sure we can get you a game.
At the moment it's a very casual thing because most Friday Night Magic things are like definite tournaments, and there's rules and there's judges, and you know, they go around and like, don't do the naughty thing or you're going to get disqualified. But at the moment we're just like, yeah, you guys just fucking organise it amongst yourselves, we'll just provide you with food. Go on.
And drink. Food and drink.
That's another thing we have.
Yeah. Plugging it away like a real businessman.
Comics promo.
Well, that needs to be on any advertising that we do now. What? Just that little sound clip with me talking underneath it.
Yeah, it always needs to be that. And they're like, can you not just re-record it? And nope, we stay original, man. We stay true to our roots.
It was on the spot, so therefore it needs to be used as it was in its purest form.
Yeah, man.
So you liked Friday Night Magic. What did you like about it?
I just liked, again, going back to the MCM atmosphere of things. I liked that kind of electric atmosphere of, you know, everyone just kind of gelling. I mean, these were all people that knew each other anyway.
Yeah.
But they were very, they were probably very accepting of us just because we were like, you know, giving them the space and stuff and, you know, being so open to them. But I mean, like, because Dean and I are basically completely ignorant when it comes to Magic. We didn't know jack shit about this game, really. Like, my tenuous grasp was, it's a fighting card game based on fantasy that's a little bit like, well, Hearthstone is a little bit like Magic the Gathering, basically. That's all I really knew. But they were, you know, helping us out with, you know, like thinking tactically, that's the word. Yeah, when playing Magic and stuff. And it was I just liked the whole vibe of it, man. I just like the fact that I could definitely see in everyone's, you know, face and stuff. They're like, yay, finally got another place to sit. I think that's my favorite feeling in the shop. We've talked about it before, but people coming in and just being like, yeah, man, happy that something like this is knocking about, and that makes me feel good, man.
Yeah, it's we had a couple people in there today that were like that. I'm not going to name any names, obviously, but if you're listening and you do listen to the podcast, then hey, how you doing? You probably spoke to us on Thursday if you was in. And it was cool, basically, when people just kind of show up and they're like, I had no idea this was here. I'm almost tempted to not bother with a sign.
Yeah, I like to make it think like it's like a cool discovery that people are making. Like, whoa, what? Like when you find a lost object underneath some clothes in your room, you're just like, ooh, little secret.
And it stinks.
And you're, oh, god damn it! That's why I threw it in the corner of the room to begin with. Jesus. And that's us. We're the stinky treasure in the corner of the room.
Yeah,
that's not very good. That's not a very good slogan.
You're underselling it, actually.
No one wants to come to the shop now. Like, I don't want to smell. Don't worry, you won't smell.
No, we keep it clean and tidy. And
we keep a very tight ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how long that's gonna last.
I think it's gonna last.
We have pride in the place, so
Yeah, we actually care, and people. Well, thing is, like, when it comes to like our rooms, yeah, fuck it, let it get as messy as you want. But like, you know, this is places where people are going to be going into. So yeah, we're gonna keep it clean. We are, right?
yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. At least we're in agreement that we're gonna keep it clean. Cool, man.
Well, there's two of us, so you know we can't fuck it up. Whereas with a bedroom, if it's just one of you and it's your
like,
space,
it's
you're
like,
just
well,
like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
Deal with this.
Yeah.
I don't mind just transporting rubbish from my floor to the bed every day
And
just
vice versa,
alternating. Yeah, depends on what part of the room, because you can't be using the bed and the floor at the same time. So
Exactly.
there's logic in the mess.
Yeah, it's like everything goes on my chair that I'm sitting in at the moment. So like when I'm in bed, I'm not also in the chair, so it's all fine. I just
Order through chaos.
shift the washing onto the chair.
Just give it a nice little nudge.
Yeah, and then we're good. And sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes I just push it to the side and sleep next to the washing.
See, you have a big enough bed that you can do that. Unfortunately, I've got a single bed. So
Well, this is a small double, so it's probably only like about a foot wider than a single bed. We're still recording in my bedroom, by the way.
yeah, if you didn't quite grasp that.
So yeah, basically I just shift everything over, and I just lay next to rubbish. It makes me feel like there's someone else there, man.
Yeah, it's nice to cuddle it and it's warm. See, I've still got Connor Bear. I still cuddle with Connor Bear at night, so it's all cool, man.
We got Connor a teddy bear. It's called Connor Bear.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I wasn't. Well, did you name the bear or did I name the bear? No, you named the bear because it was just called Connor on the little thing. Yeah, you're the unimaginative one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, cool, man. It's cool. It's got a little tuxedo shirt. Don't know why, and it's got a guitar as well. Again, don't know why I don't even play guitar. I play bass. God, get it right.
We didn't have bass because no one gives a fuck about bass players.
Jaco Pastorius, man. It's the only fucking famous bass player I can think of that anyone gives a shit about.
What about Flea?
Yeah, I guess he's a bass player. We'll let him slide.
Pete Wentz.
Is that the one from The Who?
Fallout Boy.
Fallout Boy. Who's the one from The Who? Is it Townshend? Pete Townshend?
Pete Townsend.
Townsend. Whatever,
I guess.
man.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's that
Townshend.
See, even I don't care about bass.
But there's no way you could have read that name.
I'm sure there's an H in his name.
There is, but you don't read it as Townshend.
Well, I never heard his name spoken, did I? So, like, I never was watching the Who DVD, and they were like, "Oh, here's Pete Townsend." Like, I never fucking saw that shit. I just read it. So,
surely you've heard his name though.
I've heard the name Townsend, but then whenever I've seen it written down, it doesn't have the H in. So I just naturally assumed that if it has the H in, you just pronounce the H.
Wag.
I'm not a smart guy, dude. I've tried explaining this to everyone in my entire life, because I had like my parents and my teachers being like, "Oh, you are a smart guy. You just don't apply yourself." It's like, I'm not. I'm just a fucking idiot, and there's no applying to be had because there's nowhere I can go from here.
Wow. See, look, this is what we can't get sad. We're not meant to be sad this episode.
Sorry. It just naturally comes out, man. It seeps out my pores.
It's because it's funny.
Yeah.
We both play off the sadness so well. And when we're all happy and shit, it's just like...
Everyone's like, "Oh, it's just annoying to people." They're like, "Oh, calm down. Too much."
Yeah, if you do make it through this, tell us which you prefer. Kind of mellow, but still funny, kind of sad occasionally us, or super hyper over the top, happy us.
Or do you prefer completely sad us like last episode? You know what I mean?
It wasn't too bad. We still had some humour in there.
Yeah, we had some, but I mean, like...
Just got pretty real.
It just got really real. Yeah, I had a lump in my throat by the end of that, man. I had to clear out. I went into the bathroom, had a little cry.
Nice.
Used the tissue paper and fucking wipe it off.
But don't ruin your makeup.
Yeah. I mean, my mascara started seeping a little bit, but I mean, I've got some new ones now. I've got that no stream shit, like by... Who makes for Maybelline? I got some. I don't know who fucking makes mascara, dude. Oh, that was funny when we had a dude come in and try and sell us makeup in the shop the other day.
Right,
that was weird, right?
That was really weird.
That was so odd. There was like this kid who was roughly 16, I guess 16, 17.
I'm guessing he was about 16.
Yeah, I'm guessing he was like college age.
Yeah.
Right. And he just walked into the shop, and this was like an extremely slow day. Like, I think these were actually the first people that came into the shop all day. So Dean and I were like, yeah, money is coming our way. I mean, like, I don't want to sound super capitalistic, but like, money is kind of like one of
It's
the
important
aims. Yeah, it's
because,
one of the because we want to stay open. So we're like, yeah, come on, yeah, money. And he just comes in and he started trying to sell us shit. He just goes like, have you guys sorted out your Christmas presents yet for your girlfriends or whatever? And I was like, well, I don't have one, so you failed your sales pitch, dude. And I've already bought my mum's present, so you're all good.
Huh.
And then he tried to sell us, what was it? It was like a box full of makeup, right?
It was a tatty fucking looking box full of makeup.
Yeah, it was so tatty.
If he's somehow listening to this, sorry, man. He was a good salesman. He had some good banter, man.
Yeah, he was back and forth, and he was talking about the fact that he sold a bunch to a mortician, which I thought was pretty funny. He's like, yeah, they make the bodies look pretty. He's like, yeah, I know that.
He just didn't play on it enough, and I think it was because the whole time he very clearly had an examiner standing over his shoulder marking him.
Oh, is that what she? Because from what I gathered, it was I thought it was like a school report or something.
Yeah, I am 90% sure that she was marking him on his stuff.
All right, maybe he was like training to be an Avon salesman, and they're like, oh, you can't handle the Avon shit yet because you might break it. So we're gonna let you go around with this tatty stuff and see if you can sell it.
Maybe, but he did have like, anyway, he had like nicer versions in his bag, but the one that he was showing off was like ragged as fuck. You'd pick a nice one out.
Yeah, you'd pick it out.
Yeah, it's all about presentation.
I mean, it is a demo thing, but once it does get tatty, just get a new one out. It's like, I wasn't going to be getting that for my imaginary bird.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, he was selling makeup to us. Had all sorts of shit in there. Had some like lipstick and eyeliner and that had LED light on it for...
Yeah, he was really selling the LED thing. I didn't quite get that. I was like, but I'm not shining it in my mouth or anything.
No.
Like, what's the? I mean, and I'm also not applying my makeup in the dark. So why do I need an?
Well, his argument was that like, if girls are in a club, and you know, there's like a blackout or something. This is Splitsville. So that was Blackouts by Splitsville.
I fucking love that name. I love Splitsville. It just reminds me of the Simpsons where they're breaking up with Ed Nickeropolis. He's like, I'm going off to Splitsville. Population, you.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
So yeah, sorry about that. That was a bad segue, but
A segue nonetheless. At least we're trying.
It worked, right? We are trying.
We could definitely be
so hard.
morning zoo radio hosts, I think.
No, we're not wacky enough.
Well, I think we could put the wackiness on. I'm not going to try it right now.
No,
we need a couple of monsters in us or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he was selling makeup. He did a good job of selling. We didn't buy any. It had LEDs on it. If you see him, tell him we said hi, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if someone tries to sell you, but don't just say hi to anyone who tries to sell you makeup. Don't just walk into Boots and they're like, "Oh, try this foundation on." They're like, "Oh, this is very nice." Dean and Connor say hi. And it would be especially weird if they actually knew someone called Dean and Connor. Not two people called Dean and Connor. There couldn't be one person called
Denan Connor.
Denankana. No, it doesn't work for anything. I was trying to think, like, could you name a food Denankana?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there's something called quinoa, so I guess we can call it Denankana.
Sweet. Anyway,
Sweet, man.
Say hello to him if you see him.
Yeah, man. Just get his business off of the ground, man.
Yeah.
We're supporting him. I mean, we didn't buy anything from him, but like we like your ambition, dude.
That's mostly because my personal account has zero money.
Oh, I just didn't want to buy it. Like, I just saying it because I don't, because my mum and my sister are already fucking stocked up on makeup. That's like the equivalent of buying someone socks for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like my go-to girl present. If I ever have to buy a present for someone like just a girly acquaintance, it's always just Bailey's.
Yeah, Bailey's or Malibu.
Bailey's and Malibu. I don't think I've ever met a single woman, and I mean, I'm not saying that all women do. I'm just saying I've never met a woman who doesn't like Bailey's. You know what I mean?
I don't like it.
But guess what? You're not a woman. Yeah,
I was just saying.
I mean, I can tolerate Bailey's, but not drinking it. I can like have Bailey's flavored ice cream and shit like that.
Yeah, I guess, but it just tastes like ice cream. Then
yeah, it just tastes
really
like.
It just tastes like
I don't because it has the burniness of alcohol, but then it's got the creamy fucking coatiness of cream, obviously. So it's just like you've just got the constant burning sensation all over your mouth. Oh, it's coated everything. I don't like it.
Yeah. I only ever drink like white spirit straight from the bottle.
Yeah, man, hardcore. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be seeing you drinking some scissor.
Yeah, straight from Halfords, man.
What codeine? Oh, white spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, gnarly, dude. That would burn your fucking insides out. You'd be shitting varnish for a week, dude.
Yeah, but you'd be fucking wasted, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to drink it. Just huff that shit. Oh man, you'd be.
We do not condone the
huffing. We
abuse
do not do that. Do not sniff glue. Do not sniff spirits because you're gonna fuck your lungs up. All right.
Yeah, it's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
I mean, even Lynx has the little fucking electric bolts, and it says like, "Oh, this can kill instantly."
Solvent abuse can kill instantly.
It can also make for a great party, but you don't want to. I mean, which is better, dying or having a party? I mean, I think. Oh wait, no, I'm trying to. Well, what's the argument? I mean, dying's pretty bad. Don't die.
No, don't die, but party hard with the safe drugs.
Mm-hmm. Like so we can tick
alcohol, coffee.
Yeah, we can tick public service announcer off the list of jobs that we could do. We can't do like those. Like think bike adverts or don't drink and drive because we're just too stumbly. It's like just what we're saying, and we know that drinking's good, but you don't want to drive because it's gonna make you not look at the road properly, and you could not only just
don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. You know, they always put someone who just like obviously sounds like he drinks a lot. Don't drink and drive, like he's talking from a hospital bed or something. It's like, why don't you just get someone? He's got a nice normal voice. He's just like, don't drink and drive.
Get like Michael Palin.
Oh man, I'd
do it.
I definitely wouldn't drink and drive after hearing Michael Palin going like, don't drink and drive.
Or get like, if you want to reduce crime, what you start doing is you get like David Cameron or someone like that to do the advert for it, but you just get him to be like, you should go and rob grannies for their pensions.
Well,
everyone's going to go like, No, fuck that, man.
Fuck you, David Cameron, man.
I ain't doing that.
Or what you do, right, is you get Peggy Mitchell on the adverts being like, oh, because you've seen her get angry in EastEnders.
Scare 'em into
No
shape.
one would fuck with Barbara Windsor, man. Like,
Nah.
if a bar fight was to happen, like, but just Barbara Windsor in real life, not even Peggy Mitchell, I think could definitely hold her own.
Yeah, she'd be glassing people.
Yeah. So, like, if we had Peggy Mitchell versus Pat Butcher, who would win?
Well, it's basically like saying kind of like the Hulk versus Batman. The Hulk being Pat, obviously.
Yeah, because she's big.
Huge.
She is really big, man.
She could fucking like probably punch through like not a wall, but say like a wooden bar type frame thing. She could put someone's head through that.
She could definitely punch through some digestives at a bowl's meat.
But Peggy's quick, man.
Yeah, but one thing she is agile, but she has those like humongous boobs.
A new contender comes in.
Oh yeah,
Gail.
Gail? Who the fuck's Gail?
She's from not
Coronation
EastEnders. She's from
Street.
Coronation Street, but somehow
I've never watched Coronation Street.
she's wandered in.
Well, then, Gail's from Manchester, isn't she? So I mean, like,
She's got a flick knife and a fucking
she's already got a fucking
AK-47.
butterfly knife already. Just like she's cutting her way through. It's like, you fucking not seen shit until you've seen the Salford fires, and they're like, what the hell are the Salford fires? Like, just made them up.
The North, right?
Yeah, man. The North has weird things that go on there, man. So I can't think of any other old people from soap operas. But I mean, like, we got Dot Cotton. Do you think Dot Cotton would be the judge? I think Dot Cotton could be the judge.
I think Dot Connon's the Dot Connon. Dot Cotton is probably the unlikely underdog in the fight. You know, she's sitting there, she's doing her knitting, smoking her ciggies,
and then just a quick little flick of a fucking knitting
Shuriken.
needle. Oh,
Yeah, like-
right in the eye.
yeah, like oh, it's not even like a shuriken, so it doesn't twist through the air. It's literally just like a
Like a spear,
like a
dart.
Yeah, like a super fast dart that's just go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so she's got some like wool, and yeah, she's just like pulling it back on the wall. Boom, like,
It's like a crossbow.
made entirely out of wool and like lollipop sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the kind of artsy craftsy thing that I think she could do.
yeah. And
No, Dot Cotton's pretty frail. She would just blow away from like all the shouting that's going on.
yeah, but she still smokes like what 30 a day or some shit.
How is she still alive?
No idea.
No idea. I mean, I'm sure we've talked about this before, but like, how the fuck? She's basically a walking fossil. How is that woman still alive?
Yeah, righteous man. Same as what's his name?
David Attenborough?
No.
No.
He's pretty. He's getting on a bit, man. But
is it Richard Attenborough who's dead? Richard
yeah,
Attenborough died,
his
right?
brother Richard Attenborough died. He was an actor and stuff. So
And David's brother.
yeah.
Not that just like if your brother dies, you're like, well, I've only got like 1 year left to live. We can make the most of this.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Why can't I remember his name?
Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah,
There you go.
dude. See, we're on a level today. It's fine. You saved me there.
Well, he recently fucking messed up his hip.
Yeah,
while
but
on.
messing up your hip in the grand scheme of things.
Isn't that bad?
At that
Especially when
age.
you have Bruce Forsyth's money as well.
Exactly, man. You're set. Like, you're good.
Oh, I found something really gnarly out this rewrite. So you know when you hear about old people falling over and breaking their hips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently,
Sorry, I had to hold back a laugh there. I was joking. but
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah,
But,
go on.
Apparently, right. So it's not like people. The old people aren't breaking their hips because they're falling.
The hospitals are fucking doing it to charge
get
them.
some more money. No, it's not that. Just putting on my V for Vendetta mask. Got to burn down the NHS. No, it's actually because like old people most of the time actually fall over because they've broken their hip. So they're walking
Wow.
around with a fucking broken hip, and then obviously it just like gives way, and, like, "Oh," and they fall over, and they go, "Oh, your hip's broken," and it actually breaks before they fall. That's gnarly,
weird, man.
dude. Like, do you just think that like a bunch of like endorphins and adrenaline kick in when they do break their hip, that they can just walk around in it for a bit and then it just kind of gives way?
Yeah, I guess.
After a
I mean,
while.
it's like what I was saying to you earlier. I found out a weird little fact that like the reason that you tend to see like mentally unstable people, as well depicted in movies anyway, and that kind of thing, the criminally insane, quote unquote, rocking back and forth, is because it, like, if you do it long enough, it basically makes your back hurt, but it's in a certain way that your brain releases enough endorphins that you don't feel the pain, and it just gets you high, I guess, on your own endorphins.
Do you think
It's pretty strange.
I mean, I know elephants do the same thing in circuses where they like sway back and forth.
Yeah.
But I probably isn't the same thing. I think that's literally just because they're getting like stir crazy. They're getting like cabin fever from being locked away in a circus. But hey, circuses are fun. We're fucking happy today.
Yeah, this is the happy episode.
Have you ever been to a circus?
I've been to one, but I can't remember it. It was a long, long time ago. There was no animals there. Good.
I think animals have been banned in the UK in circuses for like quite a long while.
Yeah, but I was just saying.
No, I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is like it's not unusual that you haven't seen an animal in the circus.
No, good. It's bad. That kind of shit.
I don't like that.
We're going all unhappy and shit.
No. Go back to like circuses.
Yeah,
And happiness.
circuses. I don't remember the time I went to the circus as a child.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're useless, dude.
Have you been to a circus, Connor?
I've been to the fancy circus. I went to Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, great. How was that?
It felt bad just because I was like, I'm never going to be at that peak physical fitness, man. But I mean, like, it was cool. There was some dude like throwing some balls around all I can remember is like there was like I can't remember, was he juggling or was he throwing balls around a big circle? I don't know.
So for the listeners, I just literally watched Connor's brain cave in on itself there.
My brain caves in like on a daily basis. It's like a fucking mine, dude.
Nice.
It's not that nice. It fucking hurts.
Oh, goddamn. Fallout 4, right?
Watching the Connor's brain fall out just reminded you.
So Fallout 4, nice one. Overall, I'm enjoying it, and yeah, it's just good, but it has its problems, such as the engine being absolutely shit. And
what do you mean by absolutely shit? I mean, like, I don't, because I was watching you play it before, and it looked playable.
It's playable. It's just that the engine just really is showing its age now. Like, it's the same engine that they was using for 3 and 4.
Really?
Yeah, they've just obviously upgraded it a little bit, but it's getting old now. They really need to upgrade. It's basically running the Gamebryo engine, and even though it gives them the freedom to do a lot of the open world stuff that they want to do, it's definitely doable in another engine now. And I don't know, like the AI has problems, the animation has problems, some of the speech things have problems where it just doesn't register that you've done the talking, which can be pretty annoying. This is getting negative now. The grenades are horrendously overpowered. If you get hit by a grenade, you're basically guaranteed to go down.
See, it's not like that in Fallout 3. You could be fucking running away from a hail of grenades and just have like white flashes kind of coming up on your screen, and it just rumbles the screen a little bit. It's like, as long as you keep zigzagging, you're fine.
It starts off a little slowly. The weapon balance and lack of ammunition is a bit of a problem at the start, but once you get over that, it's fine.
Same old business.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, good bits are that it's just really fucking fun.
Yeah, even though you can see it's got flaws.
Yeah. I don't think personally. I was chatting with a couple of mates earlier about this. If it was my first Fallout game, I don't think I would like it.
Right. Okay. So this is more of like a you love it in spite of kind of thing, like the old marriage thing. Once again, it's like so it's got the problems and you're dealing with them, but you just love it too much. You can't turn your back away from it.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not sure because it's not my first Fallout game, but it just seems that way from what I've played. It seems like if you was brand new to the Fallout series and you just jumped into it, you'd probably be a bit overwhelmed at the start. To
solidify your point, I was talking to you about this before, but Ed, he's making a return.
Yeah.
Hey Ed. He doesn't listen to this.
He fucking listens to this shit. He has to deal with us anyway.
If you want a little reminder of Ed, he is the one who has a backup Smash controller that he uses to punch when he's angry. So he bought Fallout 4 the other day after like rinsing Rise of the Tomb Raider, which he says is really fucking good. So if you guys have a bit of spare cash, you should check out Rise of the Tomb Raider if you want a really solid medium length action adventure game,
and some comic books from us as well. Just do that.
Oh yeah, if you got a bit of you just want to. Like, it's only like £2 for a comic, come on, man. And fucking, like, kids spend that much on sweets every week on their pocket money, you know what I mean? And
fat bastards.
Whoa, I do not appreciate I used to spend my pocket up. Okay, I get your point. Even if they're skinny when they're eating the sweets, they will get fat. But he started playing Fallout 4. I was watching him yesterday, and yeah, he was struggling, dude. And he's not bad at games at all, like, but he was just having a really tough time getting to grips with this, especially now that you can sprint, because you couldn't sprint in the older games, right?
Yeah, you couldn't unless you had a mod.
Okay, I thought you were going to make me feel like a dick then. Like, yeah, you could.
No.
But so obviously that's using up your action points. So I was trying to tell him about using VATS and stuff, but I didn't know about the sprint system because he was having a difficult time shooting and stuff. I was like, if you're dealing with a lot of enemies, just use VATS and you can, if you run around a lot, you'll be able to deal with them. But he was sprinting away, obviously. So by the time, because he got to the Deathclaw bit, which that's not really too much spoilery. It's literally at the beginning of the game.
It's in the trailers as well. So.
Yeah, the Deathclaw, if you've seen the trailers, is that huge demon thing. So they're pretty horrendous to go up against. But yeah, he was having a tough time running away from it and then turning around and having to shoot it and stuff. And he was losing action points really quickly every time he had to run away from it. It was just really overwhelming, man.
Yeah. So after those words...
Were you trying to find a way to say, I can't sleep by afterwards? Afterwards.
Yeah.
So I just said it straight up, so...
If I can't sleep tonight, I'll be watching the stars collide in my backyard late at night, burning flowers and trying to cry. Let me come into your place. I wanna wipe that smile off your face. I wanna know just how you feel. Come on and tell me how you feel.
So that was I Can't Sleep by Afterwards. Sorry to just cram that one in, but we want to play everything because we got some really good tunes this week, and we're running short on time. So overall, buy Fallout 4 if you're into Fallout. If not, play it at someone else's house. See if you can get to grips with it.
Try before you buy, because obviously it's an expensive game, and you don't want to be fucking shelling out loads of money for a game that can be quite I don't want to say like exclusionary, but it's a very certain type of game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's got its own feel to it. You need to.
I mean, it's got great gunplay. It plays excellently. It's just, I think it's a bit too open at the start. To be honest, it's.
And I was going to say, plus, like you said, the engine that they're using is like 10 years old. So if you're playing, like, if you buy it on a console, for example, all these other games are going to be running on way more advanced engines. So this one's going to feel like a little bit recessed. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get into if you've been playing, again, like, Rise of the Tomb Raider or something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like way different.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just not as snappy as a lot of games, but that's just Fallout. That's
just how it goes. It's not grindy, but it's quite trudgy at the beginning. It's a lot of like getting the shit kicked out of you, basically. It just, you need to learn to deal with brutalization. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, I love games like that. So. Yeah, you're a sadomasochist. So, I mean, I've seen your weird cupboard. I don't really want to talk about it publicly, but I've seen the weird sadomasochist cupboard.
Maybe we'll get into that in a later episode.
Oh, I was just kidding. You actually have a...
Oh, fuck. I thought I'd been rumbled for a sec.
No, but now you have. Show us your sex toys, bitch. Nah, don't worry about it. That'll make the dynamic awkward.
Yeah. So that was a purposeful awkward silence done for comic effect there. I don't know if you got...
If any of you guys felt the tingle at home of like that, ooh, that cringe feel, good, we did our job. Sweet.
So, yeah, buy Fallout 4. Or don't, whatever. I don't care.
We're not your dad. Now, sit up straight, because you got some bad posture.
Killed it. Right, I was going to use that one, but it's all good. This is an Aussie rapper called MiniCoop. And he's also in a pop punk band called something.
I'm sure if you find MiniCoop, he's going to link to his pop punk
I just
page.
can't remember it off the top of my head.
The pop punk stuff's really cool. Did we play any of that?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't play any of that this episode. Okay, I'm just making sure that I didn't because obviously you would know the name because it's right there.
Yeah.
But that stuff was really cool. It's very like mid 2000s emo-esque, but
yeah.
Well, man, I like that sound. Reminds you a lot of like Mike M or something like early Mike M.
So we've done a nice little kind of dip down here. We've gotten to the sad bit, the weird bit, the awkward bit at the end. And
where we're like, how do we wrap it up now?
Yeah, so we're going to wrap it up with some hip-hop, some hippity-hop from MiniCoop.
Just fucking end it.
And this is a slow song, so enjoy.
In a bit.
The world's a weird place, huh? It's kind of funny how the world spins at 450 meters a second. And here I am bitching about my internet connection. This planet sucks, I'm always getting shitty reception. Not to mention I'm bored here, stuck in detention. Feel like I'm hovering above the world in suspension. The age of information paired with the lack of retention. A bunch of sentient beings after shoes and limousines. Twitter fiends, fingers and their thumbs are breaking from the tension. How many times you press a space bar in one day? I ain't impressed with Earth, so I'ma build a bar in space. Low gravity, so no heavy lifting's great, but the insurance alone could bankrupt the head of state. If I could alter time, I would probably wipe the slate and tidal wave the businesses that keep up in the fire rate. But then again, getting fired's great. All it got me was a bigger steak up on my dinner plate. People starving, but I heard being thin is great. Tinder rates, strangers going on a sinner's date. Got nothing to lose when you're living in a winner state. Express hate, keep learning, little kid, you're doing great. Said there's Frankensteins up on the Frankston line. But there's no doctor at the top, though, screaming it's alive. Don't voice your opinion, you gotta act proper. Stay silent, never violent. Apes with bad posture. The world's a weird place, huh?